What is up everyone? In today's video we're going to talk about Palantir. Let's waste no time, here's the format. First we're going to talk why the stock went up this week, then we're going to cover why the recent drop in the price, and lastly we're going to talk about where the stock is going next. Let's start with part 1, why the stock went up this week. There were a lot of eyes on Palantir when it went public in September. The company is backed by Peter Thiel, who is a billionaire venture capitalist and entrepreneur who was also an early investor in Facebook and Microsoft's LinkedIn. The company has high-profile links with intelligence community, including suggestions that it was Palantir's tech that helped in tracking Osama bin Laden. Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. On Monday, Palantir stock went up over 20% after Bloomberg reported that the company concluded a 3-year contract with the US Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA. The deal is worth $44.4 million and will focus on helping the FDA with vaccine research and other research, but also with inspections. There is no better time for this contract and this piece of information because it's going to help a lot with the Roni vaccines and the approval process, but also with getting Roni under control. The contract will not only help the FDA with the current Roni treatments, but it will also focus on the future possible treatments and other future possible approvals related to other drugs and other treatments for current or potential future diseases. As of last quarter, government revenue made up more than half of Palantir's revenue, bringing in around $163 million. If you enjoyed this video, all I ask you is to please consider giving it a like for the YouTube algorithm because it will tremendously help this small channel out. Thanks! Another reason why the stock went up on Monday was because the CEO, Alex Karp, joined the Greek Prime Minister on a teleconference to talk about the continuous relationship between Palantir and Greece in relation to the Roni and getting it under control. Basically, Palantir is supporting Greece in responding to the Roni efforts. So it's a great piece of information because it's going to strengthen the relationship between Palantir and Greece, and it could lead to more revenue in the future from other countries besides the United States. Those were the two main pieces of information why Palantir stock went up during the beginning of the week, and especially because of the $44.4 million contract with the FDA. And based on those news, Palantir added about $1.6 billion in market capitalization or market cap, which is very generous for only a $44 million contract. But as of making this video, the stock is already down from the $30 high to about $26.26 if I look at the price right now. Now let's talk about the previous recent drop in price. There were 3 big catalysts for the recent previous drop in Palantir's price. One was the tweet by Citron Research where they called that Palantir is no longer a stock but a full casino, shorting the stock to $20 or shorting with the price target of $20 for Palantir. Another reason for the drop was the comment made by George Soros about the fact that he's going to sell off all the shares that he has available or that he is allowed to sell off at this time because he does not support what Palantir does as a company, which it begs the question like, why did you get in the first place when the company was private, like for many years? So basically, George Soros intends publicly to unload all his shares that he is not legally obligated to hold because there is a lockup period and George Soros is actually bound to that lockup period. So that's another catalyst for the recent drop in the stock price. But again, this begs the question, why did he get in the company in the first place when he was private? That lockup period that I just mentioned is going to expire sometime in Q1 of 2021, so it will take some time until Soros and others that are bound to the lockup period will start actually mass selling if they intend to, and if they are not happy with the business practices of Palantir. And the last big catalyst was Morgan Stanley's downgrade of Palantir to underweight from equal weight. What the hell does that mean? Well, equal weight means that the stock is expected to perform in line with the benchmark index like the S&P 500. And moving the stock from equal weight to underweight means that the analyst is expecting that the stock or the Palantir stock is going to underperform the benchmark index like the S&P 500. So basically that's a huge reason why the stock dropped like 22% last week. So what they basically meant was that, well, the stock price is too high in my opinion, if you remember Elon's tweet. And also that the stock is trading at a premium right now, aka it's expensive, baby. I'm going to make a quick intervention here. The stock dropped another around 6 to 7% at the time of making this video on December 9th, and there's no good reason for this drop. Probably there are some traders that are taking on some profits, but besides that, there's nothing new to justify this drop in the stock price. And if you're willing to hold Palantir for the long term, this could be a great opportunity to load up on some more cheaper shares and reduce your cost basis basically. One of the potential reasons why the stock might be dropping today is because people might be taking into account some piece of information from Tuesday where one of the institutional traders said that it might be time to take some profits since the massive run-up of Palantir, because otherwise, at the time of making this video, there's no other good reason for the recent drop. Alright, let's move on to part 3 and talk where the stock is going next. Well, the stock is about $26 to $27, trading in that range. And when I was actually jotting down the notes for this video, the stock was at the same level that it was last week before the mass sell-off. Here's the thing, if Palantir announces more good news and additional contracts that's going to increase its revenue and get it closer to the target goal of over $1 billion in revenue for 2020 and 2021, then the stock price might go up. Besides Citron and Morgan Stanley, who were very bearish last week on Palantir, it looks like many people are actually very bullish on the stock and are willing to put the money to work on Palantir. Also, Morgan Stanley and Citron were not able to put Palantir down to the target of $20 per share that Citron had in mind for the short. Keep in mind that Palantir continues to be a great asset for the government and now for the FDA with the approval and some research, and also in the fight with the Rona and other things. And this could lead to increased revenue in the future, especially from the government agencies and also from some other government entities. And this could also put Palantir on the radar of other big companies that could use its services. So those could be some positive things that could put Palantir on an upward trend in the future. In any case, short-term price predictions don't matter at all, and if you look to invest in the company, you should look to invest in it for the long term. Because if short-term price prediction would matter and if people would be able to get them right, well, Wall Street would be richer, a lot richer than it is right now. No one can know what the stock price will do 10 minutes from now, 2 days from now, or 5 days from now. If they could, they would probably make a lot of money. What matters is the long-term outlook of the company, like its revenue growth, its profitability, and its overall improvement. I can get into more details if you are interested in, so you can feel free to comment down below. But for this video, that's it. Alright everyone, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did so, all I ask you is to please give it a like to help with the YouTube algorithm. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And until next time, take care, have a wonderful day, and don't forget that you are amazing.